In the heart of Brazil's farmland, a war is being fought, not with guns, but with shovels. The enemy, wild boars, ruthless, unstoppable, and devastating. But farmers have struck back with an ancient tactic, reborn in modern times. Deep trenches. Sounds simple? Maybe. But what if I told you these ditches are more effective than high-tech fences or chemical repellents? Welcome to X Great Process, where we reveal the untold battles happening behind the food on your plate. Today, we uncover how farmers are turning the ground itself into a fortress. And it's working. Imagine this. Midnight in southern Brazil. A pack of 30, no, 50 wild boars storms in. They trample corn, uproot cassava, tear through sugar cane, even chase livestock. By sunrise, a field worth tens of thousands of dollars, gone. And it's not just crops. These animals spread disease, damage equipment, and wreak havoc like a natural disaster in the dark. Traditional defenses failed. Fences were broken. Electric wires snapped. Poisons? Too risky. That's when desperate farmers looked downward and dug in. They call it a ditch. But don't be fooled. This is strategic defense. Over a meter deep, nearly 2 meters wide, carved like moats from medieval castles. When wild boars charge, they hit the trench and fall in. Unable to jump, too steep to climb. No alarms, no maintenance, no electricity. Just earth, quietly doing its job. These silent guardians stretch for kilometers, wrapping entire farms. And they work. In field after field, the boars are stopped cold. Packs turn away, crops survive. But victory comes at a price. Digging trenches isn't cheap. 1 kilometer can cost over $2,000 just to build. Add in fuel, machinery, labor, and you've got a serious investment. And it doesn't stop there. Without drainage, these trenches become muddy death traps for everyone. Rainwater collects, walls collapse, tractors get stuck. That's why proper planning is essential. Drainage channels, access paths, and warning signs must all be part of the system. And boars aren't the only problem. Hybrid pigs, stronger, smarter, more destructive, are invading too. Capybaras, cute by the riverbank, eat like lawnmowers in the fields. Even native peccaries come in herds, demolishing rows of crops in minutes. With so many threats, farmers aren't just defending against one animal. They're guarding an entire food system. Around the world, farmers are fighting back in different ways. In the U.S., helicopters are used to shoot wild hogs from the air. In Australia, dogs are trained to chase them off. But these methods are costly, dangerous, and ecologically risky. That's why the Brazilian trench model stands out. Low cost, silent, no electricity, no poison. It's farming's version of guerrilla warfare. Simple, yet smart. But nothing is perfect. What if wild boars learn? What if they just move to unprotected farms? That's why this can't be a one-farm solution. It has to be a community defense. Some regions have begun planning coordinated ditch lines, massive interconnected defenses. Think of them as the Great Wall of agriculture. Safety remains a concern. Poorly marked trenches have led to accidents, and in rugged terrain, digging may be impossible. For these farms, other solutions must still be explored. When you walk through a grocery store, you probably don't think about wild boars. But somewhere, a farmer stayed up all night, dug through sun-hardened clay, all to protect the crops that feed your family. These trenches aren't just dirt. They're barriers between chaos and survival. They're quiet victories in a fight few people see, but everyone depends on. So next time you hear about wild boars in Brazil, remember there's a genius solution being carved straight into the earth, and it's working. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let the world know what farmers are facing and how they're fighting back. This is X Great Process. See you in the next video.